There is always, with each of us, the unspoken thought that something is about to happen. On a warm summer day, it's easy to ignore the shadowy threat of disaster. But some exist because of it. A man from Lebanon once wrote, "Your joy is your sorrow unmasked, and the selfsame well from which your laughter rises was oftentimes filled with your tears." During the few days a unit of the Sixth Fleet spends in a Mediterranean port, shipboard life is quiet and strictly routine. Armed Forces Network reports that the Yankees lead the league by 12 full games. Everything's pretty normal. Amphibious Squadron 4 is finally bound for the States. Because of crises in the Near East, the Marine Battalion has been on board for more than 6 long months.
Once you're in it, promotions are mighty fine. But Buster, I'm a private, and I've been in for 9. I don't want no more Marine Corps life. Gee, but I want to go right back to Quantico. Gee, but I want to go home.
In Piraeus, Greece, not far from Athens, the officers and crew of the USS Essex, one of World War II's most distinguished attack carriers, are finishing a regular port visit. In 2 days, the ship is scheduled to join other Sixth Fleet units in exercises with the NATO allies. But orders have been passed to keep all the boilers lit. The Essex can steam out of Piraeus and into a troubled area quickly, if she has to. Main radio is standing by for any message that might come in from Washington. Meanwhile, for those who have a Liberty card, there's a lot to see in Athens. It's a good Liberty town, where men of the fleet are as much a part of the scenery as the Acropolis. 2,400 years ago, 10 officers of the Athenian Navy were accused of violating an ancient custom, and the penalty was death. It was Socrates, an ex-sailor himself, who successfully defended these men in the square of Athens. Sailors have liked the town ever since.
Coxswain, report back on board. All liberties are canceled. And Coxswain, you report to the fleet landing and pick up liberty parties. flag. Execute.
Officers that come left to 090.
Left stand rudder.
Left stand rudder. Rudder's left stand.
All head flank. Engine room make clearance for 16 knots.
This is the captain speaking. You'll probably notice that we have completed a 180-degree turn. We have been ordered back to the eastern Mediterranean to rendezvous with other units of the 6th Fleet. All of the information that I have is contained in the following message from the Chief of Naval Operations, which reads, "Cease present operations immediately and proceed."
These men, too, will not be stopped until the battle is won, and the battle knows no time of day. And then, at last, it is done. The 6th Fleet and the free world have won, and for a brief moment, the men can pause, relax, and rest, until they are needed again. The fleet will continue to roam, exerting its full power wherever called for, at any time, in any place it is needed. This is the fleet's mission in the Mediterranean. On a friendly mission, ships of the fleet visit more than 100 ports of call in countries throughout the Mediterranean. On a peaceful errand, the men and officers of the 6th Fleet go ashore to meet and be known by the many peoples of these lands. Lands whose liberty and way of life they are pledged to defend. Here indeed is a power for peace. With many acts of friendliness, the bond of understanding grows stronger. This bond, forged between men of goodwill, has grown to bind nations closer together. Americans from the 6th Fleet have come from every part of the United States. From the farms and ranches, the small towns and large cities and suburbs. They will stay but a few short months. Then they will be replaced by other Americans. As they return to the United States, they will remember the people they have met and the importance of the Mediterranean. Wives and families have waited patiently for months for this reunion. Some return to their homes and families. Others turn again to their never-ending duty at sea. The constant vigil kept by the men and ships of the Sixth Fleet is a power for peace dedicated to preserve the rights of all free men. These men and many others will help to guarantee the peace in the Mediterranean Sea, and in a good measure, the peace of our community of free men.